Together we can overcome obstacles and create a brighter future for all. Amir Chairman, education is the cornerstone of national progress. And to this end, as promised, while strengthening basic education, we will sustain and enhance the free SHS policy so that we gain the benefits that it is intended to bestow. We will address challenges such as overcrowding to ensure quality education at all levels. Our plans also include free tuition for first-year students entering public tertiary institutions, the completion of abandoned e-blocks, and investments to provide equitable learning opportunities nationwide and across the whole education value chain. These initiatives will empower our youth with the skills needed to excel in a rapidly changing world. We shall emphasize technical vocational education and training so that we can produce the skilled manpower that is needed for business and industry. I'm going to set up a planning committee to start working on the National Education Review Conference that I promised. This conference will review our educational system right from the kindergarten through the basic to secondary to tertiary to technical vocational education and identify what the hindrances to quality education are at each level of our educational system. I believe that this conference will come out with new ideas in order to provide us the outcomes that we need as a nation.
Excellency John Dramani Wamade to Jama and with Muslim on 92nd anniversary. I say, Okasa Fang Monsieur Hon or say free tertiary payment for first year students. No, a dear by person e-blocks. Ya Mushas ya Akem Remono, Bahe a comprehensive review of Ghana's education from kindergarten. A copim nevi. Sarason Okai said, Doom so dear, yet to obey you some solve problems. Yadia ebeba. Code of conduct for all public officials. About oral operation recover all loot on be operationalizing. Near you hearing in name, there will be also on the Jawini Simpi na waka. Afiyanko Parliament near here when the serial appointment also the Nipe do see and the Bibu Mino and that what the card in the Pamian said in Akko. Dr. Kessel Atto Forson, ya majority leader no, you see on a Minister of Finance, a Bansana Hene, and I'll swap for Ghana. Isika sem eso ona ohun foni ewo TV no so no Saransona Ora John Jirapo ono so na be Minister for Energy eye enyam hoden ene fanwo petrol ho nsem nyina no ono na ebeda no Dr. Dominic Ayene ono so na be abalo ya penny Attorney General and Minister of Justice we no nipa miensa odo omudi akọ the comra shebedwemo no Edna minority leader Alexander Kwame na fenyu marking say mampeni also the 24-hour economy say no pay wie nwen we adwuma tin pe do sia de say gesiki flow na tot me say sister wo de me say na ba 57 ti bubodi no amakofi bu o nyina e pe bia di rekopoku kwa agre fadi ni brantem na me say ya wo ye ni de enkoyi enti de afenyu marking de tudwa.
Having said that, let me add my voice to my respected colleague, the Honorable Anodompre of Nsawoma Adwejiri, who is also the Chief Whip for our side, in commending our friends, congratulating Dr. Kessel Atuba Forson on his nomination to that enviable position as finance minister. Dr. Dominic Ayene of the Academia Stock has also been elevated, having previously served as a deputy minister for that enclave he's going back into. And my own respected colleague, John Jinapo, he performed creditably whilst in minority. He held our feet to the fire and he gave us heavy punches. So, Mr. Speaker, it's quite obvious that he's earned it. And again, I just also would want to add to Dr. Forson's credentials and also to the young ones. On Tuesday, whilst we were on the days, he made a comment, and I would want, without his leave, put it out, that some 16 years ago, he was a backbencher, and today, he's a leader on his side. To the young ones, again and again, from this side and behind me, your day will come. He was a young man who could not be recognized, and he was just behind. After patience and industry, and loyalty to a cause has put him there. And you should emulate his hard work. So if you don't get nominated, don't be disappointed. On a very serious note, wherever you are placed, do the best you can. And one day, it will get to your turn. Mr. Speaker, having made those important points, let me also express some few observations. One, in the 8th Parliament, under President Akufo-Addo, Right Honorable Speaker made an observation, very profound, that matters Right Honorable Speaker observed that communications to the House must first be known to the House before it gets into the media. This House should not be a secondary recipient of that which is its bona fide. I do not appreciate the fact that a statement will be issued when Parliament has not already received the communication. Parliament should be the first to receive the communication before it gets out into the media. And that was the position taken by Right Honorable Speaker. So I would want to draw attention of the executive to this matter, especially when the acting spokesperson of the executive is one of our own, my own respected colleague Sofozukwati, very, very resilient guy. He doesn't fall easily. He knows his stuff, and he knows what he's about when he's doing his politics. I respect him for that. Mr. Speaker, the second observation is the fact that the second observation is the fact that when the names were read out by Mr. Speaker, he read out only 3 names. The finance minister designate, the energy minister designate, and the attorney general and minister of justice designate. Mr. Speaker, this thought appointment is unacceptable. Where are the rest of the ministers? You must be ready. We want to hear Wofa Kofi Appiah. We want to hear Agric. We want to hear Agric ministry.
Vision in Samoa. Minority leader, Honorable Alexander Fenyuma Ken, or they two just say, it didn't brantem. Na tot nipan miensa na abasa de eyache 24-hour economy tiniema encontem Abu Jinapo John Jinapo one for say ebusuemi no omudi on the lighter note, Samuel Abu Jinapo, the immediate past Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, John Abdullahi Jinapo, Minister for Energy. So that family is never in opposition. I was therefore I doing channel test line is 0551 599 933 to be shown on the screen. 0551 599 933. We're doing tre there will be an February na ye ne hon komo ene enwumre. Embenifo aba we enwumre a ye no mo edi dwumen na ye ti omo so de woka ewo ene dwede so Dr. Christopher Appiah or chairman MPP NDC Amankodwum Training wo Efija Kwabre South NDC so say lecturer o KNUS Suapomo or in chain Sana Yera Ishak Che Brobe or no strategic communicator edema NPP or say lecturer Kumasi Technical University on the Jumedi so him say uninus pass or ta eteninka so lawyer edijuma hodo nyina Doctor Akwaba Happy New Year so
thank you.
Na wo pomi ede nyame adom eye yeto aba no na obaye ba yeto aba wie dem say nya hu fiada
Yeah, that's true. It is na bring a crowd at least that was it to me. One more day na yeji ahome kakra. Na bring a crowd muntina that was yeji ahome na yiwi enso no. Wa wonim say nyame adom ne Ghana for dom ye nkunimdi a eba ye no. That was it to me and the party mano. It didn't come na bibia at to Senebeya towards the inauguration near Dinina. It's been a month for Nzukasa. Na good way la Ghana for the actuary and on sono. Yama one and so. As usual, you say, how do you see my head and then the BPA.
And couldn't be in a buy, how did you get it? No one so be winning. Now imagine some of the winning, you know. I want to say
no kwasame woman say and this nibia obeka no creature or obeka chos ni nim see very ni na imagine ni mumu die yensu suda
we share mon kom kra ka munyi ni
me mumu die obi share me kom say personally na me analysis ne ade me demographer antina me nim say we're looking around between 51 and maximum 53%. Me personally, what I'm making, but we share quite Ghana for us. We share our strong trust, confidence. Our NDC ne President Mama Munua. Share idea ba kope. Share say na uru kufuado memu no ya memu a na ode ahokyere ene abenedie kese ababe dua Ghana for so. Nanso na omanfo ni nya kwanya na ontumi nka in simple broni because say Ghanaians were being overburdened but they had no avenue to express it. And you know I say who mframa egu balloon na uhu ni kakran na balloon no na yekese edru ba bi na afi balloon na ne homete a but ya pom na apai sa ni see ye enti no agi pom no na say 57% plus. And I don't know break 8. At the end, no 38. Yes, sir. And I'm 88.
38 official.
Oh, 38 official. 38. And Omunya MPs 88. And the all 8 be 8. I'm break 8. In the 38, 88. Nina 8. And I'm breaking the 80.
Okay.
Every 8 be 8. Into my break 8 now.
38 them say binom na akekabom so far. You see update figures no make can say so what about 38.
So na say we share valid broadcast ni ade na wa bit ma kekabom no calculation no.
Okay.
And
right. The inauguration ceremony course no. How did you see?
Adeba kon e da strong kon e inauguration ceremony no. At the very setup of the inauguration ceremony. We are stand ogwe ne mpanyimfo ebo a ma chese organization nankasa. Ya na me pen say en compare anyway but me shede nya bre koje bre kohwe obra ura mampanyi kufuado ewe ne ye no sibia event nankasa event planning no chese na compare the see na it was very superb chese na nhye no bibia me ameko hobi
okay
nti no ayade ba ko ayebo ura na abaso standogwe ne mpanyimfo very superb fantastic and I wo hwe wona aka nso a omobo adwumadie ni nyina no well planned. Now the sama na ye strong kra no ye. Eye amampanya hodo a esa gracie occasion no. E che mampanyi Mahama ne standing within the Committee of Nations and within the ECOWAS and the African region no sibia ne bobre ne sibia mempanyi aka no ehu no fa echere odosronko nso a ye international relations ye ne amana aka no enkita hudie nso omana aka no sibia why won adwene se woni Ghana e ba beto kese ye nua no ma e Burkina wo hwe mampanyi a oba ye a na chese ye nua no ma ye se na within the ECOWAS region no wa wonim se di esiye nanso wode ne onyam sonko nso ebe techri ma na ye fe
etuo na na ebo na ta so amanfo ka ho asem
etuo no de amanfo ka ho asem a megidi se security architecture no certainly omunya briefing certainly on say on if you dey be signage ne ye as a military leader no na ade a na chance de ye both ne atade no ni tuo no nyina enam se ne mampanyi a wadie no ECOWAS region na nkasakra no nsensem bi wo ho ne ade nti no megidi se wonne security arrangement no ekasa se meba de a ene na me costume ni me bibie ka me ho no munyintum sei se meba enti eyade a na nya de bi a eboro so a se de Ghana in security sem ne ye na police for soldier for ne omunyina ewo ho no menyini se nka ombeja ne se kwata sa se omra baby ade matini bi kran say na there were no
that's
bullet and I say bia but a signage said the I say on my coat of arms and say na na representing to no so the signet as a military leader ewo Burkina no no na me dey say na effect in fact o sorry ya wo ko no che say on my ni nyina boy ensem
say ne ba wasa ase ye no Burkina
sanity eno na ye hwe ni mo say Ghana owura abebi John Dramani Mahama eba be ye bie na waye amana broso na Ghana nso obi abedi di peche
ra say epe Dr. Christopher Appiah mamiko eshiko Reverend Akwaba
yeah abuzian
happy new year
happy new year to you too
na won pomi ye de
kakra na so
nyame adom
good
oda yes to abawi ye no wedding komo kakra but ye hwe so far transition team inauguration course so and I know brother no how did you see it
yo many am that mencha doctor and a couple of platforms na yencha monso so monimo team na min come impress so nsita kwa man be possible chama de hye nyina anwumre no cre na de pesa metifri ho kakra na maba inauguration no ase ne say as a many doctor reflecting on your democratic system oh my Ghana ye kabi no as a titru and therefore ye shena ye shisha ye niema ye na yema omaino ekon edo na edomono edi wo mu adwene nyina ekosisu se ye no ne hyehyɛ ya ebeboa yen na afei ye tuanamo a ebema ehwem abam na amfa nkwa nkɔwie ye bɔne me kane saa na menyina so ne sɛ yes his excellency John Mahama enya overwhelming victory 56.something%. Meboa.
Yeah.
Nemum. Ni vote wonyan 4 years ago. 6.2 million. Okosro by about 115,000 votes. Abra omaino ye electoral register no. E move from around, or friend is saying 17 million, just about 17 million, to 18.7 million. I want to center on no victory no kwani ni figure no. It is not good for this country. 18.7 million electoral register. Yetimi hu say a mine or mine more than 1/3. Nye na dwene say obeko poll kra As a matter of fact, President Mahama votes, and then another Danko Akufo-Addo vote. 2020, now you're over 13 million. It was over 13 million. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, any year John Mahama, barely 11 million. And as much, I'm sorry, what woman in a can you to me register 11.5 million. You to me? Yeah, what the other sneaker? You to me register. What friend is saying 11.5. It's about 11.2, 11.3 million. It's scary. And we
that reflected in the voter turnout of 60.9.
Yeah,
See that?
you know, Abra Bakono 2020, the year almost 80%.
79.
It's about 79 point something, almost 80%. It's worrying. And that's my first point.
Is it not because Ghana for Abemu Boo?
And that a honor may treat yeah, man, your seminal may treat in I drink. I cook so. Say, me war 6.2 million at the Lusui election 2020. Nemenya 6.3 million at your winning landslider. I commend NDC for so omo yire woman crop for kokotoaban. Na MPP from 2020 no ye votes what about say 2.1 million.
The Kamanya be crying, Kadada no moment.
And say can maintain that no grand so T be say 200,000 300,000 grand and go win NT ye wadwumaye ye wadwumaye. Na me perceive me di we say no a set general scope no na me twe no free mu na fe me begina yen ye ho se ye de wadwumaye and yadwuma no so ya hyase. So and that's my first point. The second point about the democracy no any the way NDC for mabuno it be edi or friend is saying to me be a show woman seven say no and then now mum said come say stadium sports stadium and ye two crop or more offices the personal effects ground person betam say any transitional period say then Akufo-Addo ne teso bosome baako oni yewura John Mahama dia no ba baye na yahwe ni ye de tumi na ahye ne nsa dabi sese de ahye ne nsa ana ono nso so no wonya kɔtɔ foforo oye kɔtɔ dada winning park no so se de si bobol no dada so enti yesre say yen get your hands on this it's getting worrying harding pa na ye then the inauguration and the military leader. Francophone West Africa, Niger, Burkina, any woman any coup d'etat near Mano, as I ECOWAS, it me bomodian to Miss Original. Na yebo modian, see a sick cabin cabin in the Juma. As I say, yes, I agree. Say, ye offenders saying Ivory Coast, Togo, because I mean, who say you're Nyasingbe Yademan so Junior and so no so Ebai and son, Burkina Traore and Zobaye and man who Ivorian leader, man who Ivorian maybe or the envoy been a member. Thank you. So, one dear, so a military leader, crana, Obi say unavoidable. As I say, we are we inauguration the Omubapi. Nankabenya menkwa ankadoye military dankwa maybe. Say menkwa. Na sa culture, democratic culture no. Yabo modern because obetena so ache. And this one no person will contest it as a civilian government. Essentially, what me at the constitutional system be mra ekwan so be ebeto hot said ye Chairman Rawlings you know. Near the to me
11 years thereabout.
I agree. Na yebo modern yes sano. Na yet me the to me no emma o manfo no dan say baakofoɔ tuo taa na ɛhyɛ na taa soɔ na adeɛ a yɛyɛ no fɛfɛɛfɛ sei na tuo taa na ɛhyɛ na taa soɔ yɛn Ghana deɛ we don't want this picture. This kind of picture no Ghana de yatra ho yempɛ sɛ yɛde wei bɛkyerɛ yɛpɛ deɛ President Mahama fa so a wa winning bi deɛ kyɛ yɛpɛ deɛ Adodankwa Akufo-Addo fa so a wa winning yɛ no bi Professor Mills fa so a winning yɛ no bi John Kufuor fa so a wa winning yɛ no bi. That is what we want. And the no near picture a person you show at the kyerɛ man for. Beyond that, if you say I agree. Say one more share event no titru said ye one more year one podcast one more settings one more decorations the CCC ho and this anima no the John Mahama na tad ye or share ye na hofa dear no so no near dear no so no any background no idea na efe I mean enyadia having but baby am event bia meko bia no adia me concentrate me effort pa eye asemu a nipa kro or the tuja potokasem was a speech na enyemra yen be tasi enema no mako na ya doso no ene every say the ensam camera no ani oyobre no be den e ba betoa so aha na oyobre no e ba betoa so a ene na afi ye de toto ensan kan ho nyesa aha na ye nemom no ye expect say number 1 tawantawa ewo man mu titru ahen semu a eno na di ntokwa eba meka na me de call Upper East region ye boku no mo ensensem no ya dia conflict issues no ya dia e pese obomodia se obesia no Adodankwa Akufo-Addo bomodia e ma dabon nso nyunu egu so e ma sumdue eden e ba ho e chede na nso so itimi etwai nanka ono no penso nso so yenhunu se anka ye no nso so abomodia na etwa wo hwe oman no ya pomudin mu afei okasafa se oman no titru kwan ya ye fa so a ye bu man no nso so no e be so na ye fa kwan papa so ne di ebu man no wo de na ni hwe oman na sikasam ene ekwan a e be fa so a ye be siesie oman no sikasam amano agina ayepeye. One thing also touched my heart in his speech. Abra concentrating in effort the vice president. The first female vice president. Oba wudi kan ewo man Ghana ya bakosem mfie adue sia enwotwe kakra bi ne edu mfie adue sia enwotwe as oman na afeni yenya oba wudi kan a wabe number 2 as a president ni ho a ono na owo ho enkoma na ehwam emani bi edikan chief justice aba ye fan justice of the Supreme Court crown so dia no so bebrebe ewo ho speaker of parliament aba na samria ya senya female or friend is saying vice president and it's also heartwarming emma ye mama ya wo mo so etimi hwe say nipa no so hu say so yire no ho a ono so no obetimi edrubabi enti we nsemfu akakra bi a me kanfa inauguration ho any amedas.
But as a shake, now if you move on to matters arising after the inauguration.
Okay.
First one, quickly, you have 2 minutes being here, ministerial appointment. No?
All right.
So the 60 minutes, ministers.
Yes.
In our age, Shake, Mission Sinfro. So
good.
First batch in the part 3. Near him at least bear 20 days. Ibenya. The part 3 penna or boom ding. Kislato Forsen for finance, John Jirapo for energy, and Dominic Ayene for attorney general. of course, when they can interim national security coordinators be, yes, I can make us say national security minister is a Oboni din kane, or you can a team our mobile coordinating national security. No, but how do you see the appointments?
Many of that say appointment.
But before so was I can say who this he will disappoint a lot of people because the person will see happen there.
Many a drum pempensoa Yesu anywhere. I mean, Doctor Tiwana make a kind of forces. Yesu anywhere. Me took a year of anything, Quabre, Madru.
Aye, okay, na see.
Madru.
What fellow tank na nkwaba.
Madru. Mbacha what you here? Yes. Yenya time for. Oye NDC mimi MPP. Ayenya time for. One dey me chana say. Wala sa baby odabia me boni din. Is the NDC Ashanti region.
Waye djumo.
Titru regional chairman my friend saying Nana Kwesi Oboy anohoba. Say afija secretary. Die. What the name ko. Say NCA Friends of Wala sabi biu. Enya dia ye bema ho atɔ e Ashanti region. Eno kra ba akopɛ. Hwɛ onim. Nani afi. But Nadjena we are very sharp. Yeah, what car cry ye travel within the city heading.
Very.
Papa Nika and so only be the kind of studio. Yeah. And come on, ye dear no. Mim dear me man you call say the apathy and go for 2.1 million. No, what dear, you moment dear visible. Na dear the can ye. What would you say? Na mo hwe na de to yen no ebi amama betomo me de he Kisela to force John Abdullah Jinapo Dominica Yinio Dr. Nyebia me fize me no makoma mo beto me achen mo. Having said that Enipa ombe disappointed. Me sure say back here Isaac Adongo.
Sir. Oh, what when your deputy? Deputy Minister of Finance.
Adongo say obey a kind of de facto shadow of anything, finance minister. You know, I just say what time you only a man crying one chamo mamudu ba omia. And then one out that war now.
That's having over 3.
Very tight.
So on the man,
me see
5%.
A very tight appointment is 16. Oh, you don't know.
They say demonstrations a bebano.
Me see you don't know.
Demonstrations a bebano.
My mention document. 23 cabinet ministers, constitutional, or minor, emrapono, yeah, 22. Sorry, 23. 16 regional ministers. On said in community, no.
Oh my dear,
23, don't worry. 23. Cabinet is 19.
Yeah.
And away say 16.
Yeah.
Naka saying, 30 saying.
Who the Kawasam?
35.
35. Naka 25.
Naka 25.
Gender, beba.
I don't know, very tight.
And 183 MPs no will be a can say.
And Tinya one was a base 63 and run and the woman called parliament. One call, lobby. Men can ask them. Say,
we are micro minority.
There's nothing like micro. Yeah, there's nothing like micro.
That in the opinions on petty.
Many more didn't come watch. Say, table na day. At 10, Montias is at 10. Mon Casat say, is it 2 men, 1 day.
Cramo.
Well, Minia Penny or friend is saying, oh, no communicator, I mean, turn call a platform pa. What did you do, Baba? There we Zuba. You did, Baba. We turn the back.
PV Jantwa.
PV Jantwa. PV Jantwa now, Kasa was Isaac winning me. Dear, dominating in us. Huh? Or no, your telequapa. You're not dominating us. On your telequapa. When but you were mamo. Media, I'm not going to attack so soon.
Okay.
No, we will discuss the issues. We examine the issues. You be babe, you be can one sem, you be name attack party and yenim
right.
Enti mikasa as a gadongo. So one here.
That's one as a gadongo.
Azikadongo has said a lot on the economic front now. At the time, Parliament, Eddie Harry Maguire, compared to Tabaumia.
You know,
and
so
it seems as a finance media.
There are additional compelling areas and also as part of the cabinet. But Mekai, Mekai, what don't worry, Mekai, and are very tight.
Okay.
Okay. Dominic Anyene and
an astute academician from Momo area.
And Jinapo. You remember energy side. Into Jinapo, you know, details are me person make Kahwasam. Me de beto.
Okay.
Omuna no more deputy. And as I say, omo akwakoye substantive ministers. And enya de for France so ma omo ye deputy na ye sector no na ye do echo. Baby yeah, announcement we are by HRS. Enya dia ye nyam ministry no de all kakabom. About what you say. Say no 3 year by ye nyam de all kakabom. It's very important observation we need to put out there. If we say ne first term no John Mahama first term no what they about 86 ministers na year
83 or so, yeah, I think.
No, it was about 85 ministers. Okay. Say what the 60. Just say emu mako best 25 or 26 emma.
Yeah, but not to cut it short, there were deputy ministers. 10 of them would technically be out.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
So that will be
Maybe. Because say 60 no, it include deputy ministers.
And because at the time, no.
Me can say that time no include deputy ministers.
No, there will be no deputy.
Your mama make so deputy regional ministers or make
No, say when him.
It will lead to
say and come on idea no.
and
Come on idea no. And come on idea no. And they say we deputy ministers no cry free more. My dream say anhwe ya ministry being kambomu ebetimi aba.
There'll be a major ministry.
But what you say? And son what me achieve 60 ministers, no, including deputy ministers. Son what me achieve.
Yeah, for the sector ministers, some.
So, enti ningina ya niema. Ese say ya di adwene you know ekoho ne hwese you know say na AC akobat. Me di AC form no. Minority leader, lawyer Afenyoma can say you be who list be say nipa smesi ana obenten yeah appointing one as a parliament ni who are the first.
Yeah.
I mean sure say Felix some from Zulu in the D can say going forward no or the Befa parliament and sana kwakwa about I think say very important. And also very important who here say you John Mahama asan si subiem say aduasia no a okan ye no na odi ye dwuma efri say nkomo na ma ye di kan sha se no esese ye amanyo sem no ye ma nsem a ye petumi ye kan ye ebia eninyina so mponti na obi edugina so de kokoto aba na wo ni wie na osesa wano a na afi ahyase na ama interest anigi amanfo wo se wo no be sorry waka no akọ polling station no akọkọ to aba no obehwin na
okay.
Because size of government has always been a concern. Especially under Yenya Pensono, size of government, it drew point to be an he even came down from 123.
123 when you be.
Mia. Oh, send me mail almost. So we need to make
Right, Doc.
Maybe the second, maybe the Nanke Banana at Wafa.
Right, shake with that.
It's me that.
Also going to say.
Yeah, my main yente home back community. Once I was about what to you now. Edikano, I think with the turnout is 60.9. But when you did Edikan,
Okay.
the lowest was 1992, 93.
Okay.
We got, I think, somewhere around 50.2.
Oh, only such.
50.2, very, very low.
But no me fan come.
Because some fan come,
But
but
it was an election. Yeah, the district assembly voters register crowd.
no cressa, but the first within the fourth Republican, and the be on what here. Mpay me brain, 8-year cycle, no, but 10 out is ever from. I think the only exception here is 2016. And an outlier.
Yeah.
Because, I think 2008, 69.52.
2008, you're saying?
2018 is 69.52.
69.
Then in 2000, we got 61.74. And the president for the Barbie.
That way it was rising.
It was rising. It was rising from initial one there saying 52, right?
But we got a higher percentage in 96 as compared to in 2000.
Okay.
In 2000, there was a low voter percentage. Almost any way 60.9 and 61. And also here 61.74, which is 62. And there was 1 percentage point difference.
And it went against the incumbent.
And then America said,
turnout
ABR goes against the incumbent. The only outlier
2016. Higher turnout.
And yet the incumbent lost.
Okay.
And that is the other analysis senior editor one person addressing the issue of President Mama vote unyaye. O compare 2020 6.2 million and then 2024 6.3. My next 900,000 votes as at the time it was not declared. Yes. 9 constituencies now easy and fan count. Easy catch say total vote near around 900,000. It is all running a simple analysis of the same 61% turnout now. That will give us around 550,000 votes. Now we're calculating a year 56.7% of that vote. That will give us around 348,000 of that. So what the other count? It means a net gain of President Mahama is around 450,000.
Okay.
Net gain and yet difference na making you. Because difference in here, what they President Mahama they can hold, what they Vice President Bamia as well can. But me can vote gain no. And it is out 6.2 no. Because he will be getting around minimum of 6.5, 6.55. Almost close to 300,000 to 450,000.
Right, we will check the.
But you see, the final figures are reported by
the final figures.
Final figures
issue and it's on their website.
All the nine. Get that gazetted results or the account. But that results, you have to get that one.
Okay, you get me that result.
Yeah.
And presidential on fan 9 in Anka.
Say now say 2020.
No, see 9 in on fan.
Oh, okay. So say the archive of friend is saying Abrikuna
parliamentary.
All right. So but that's just by the way. Many I can say President Mama Enshana Boko conflicts and other places. Yes,
I'm talking about the inauguration.
Yeah, he's committed to it and he's going to do it.
Conflict issues.
And then he's very much committed to it. Not just Boko, but the Kusau area. Demonstrative willingness and say sono and Ekoso in the Nana Ado at Baim President Nana Ado Baim. They weren't happy with it. Mijay said President Mama has demonstrated by way of the campaign near Adiokoye, Kasa or Kasa Chiromono, say he's committed to ensuring say both the various insurgents getting Kitty war honono obey to me address it. Mijay said the issue of senior media nominees are a bar out no and the media for more media interception of documented. I agree with you in principle when you say oh also can you kind ever floor of parliament. That's the practice. But the point, and the media now be so sophisticated. Senior wahaya or no any media working. Quite a better so be picking information near dead. Every crowd be free presidential aid or the senior fellows was got you. Maybe we are getting free, but Uber who answer quickly how they get their intel. You'll be surprised.
Maybe Saka media may chat me MP. And also, you are afraid the speaker already.
So you see,
I had it already.
You know, I know your name.
He just has to pass his phone.
Kekra, when I say, "Obi di amano."
Document.
The timing of the ministerial nominations now, President Mama Ayano, extra his resilience. Is in 2017. Now that on the first cabinet, the first appointees, he made the list on the 11th of January, 2017.
Okay.
There were 13 appointees. So President Mama is 2 days ahead of him.
Okay.
Except that
making 11.
He's
This
not
one
new.
making 3.
He's not new to the role.
he's not new to the role, but Nanado at the time was not new to the political landscape.
No, it's not the same.
We're deep by BBH party.
It's not the same.
But the point they say, why inauguration on the 7th? At the action
2 days.
2 days, the next day now. Or the other. And he's committed to ensuring, say, 60 minutes, because I'm saying, Nikasa or Kasa Cross 60 minutes. And the disappointment in the disappointment in the people may be disappointed. And to me, I may say, I want me to minister many budget, but and yeah, me, my soul fixated say, Chinchine was a mammy minister.
Okay.
Median say, Robin met me a play, and this in Ibia, we are qualified now, on submit me. Baby, I want a Pentecost moon, a pencil, a coin, or a fellow, brighten the corner where you are. Baby, I want once a day and I bet me a year. Policy by Akuma may share him because him say I was the first person to do the cost estimate of that policy. The no fee stress. Me policy I just say one of the baby already will be a so kasa mesaka one sem intimidate e damakuma so and na me no high crime tia this year na school fees me di won ko university umomanya admissions chairman ye be den o ye me dey chairman menya
The mobile this year now.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Hey, you the next year.
Oh, hit the ground running.
Send any and Kasamaba.
Okay.
And to be so on any or there will certainly be a way out.
Okay.
Because me sure say finance minister no ready budget now. Obey detailly process. Some podium immediately say and who be here cry say the admitted students, President Mama, any finance ministry no obey allocation their momo. Now you bet credit to one account no towards the subsequent say
right.
And President Mama has hit the ground running, saying, and your friend excuses be we are taking things right from the scratch.
Me gidi se nipa mi ensa o man pani abom de no mu nyina capable of doing the job.
Yeah.
So kind Dr. Kilsalato Forsen, the profiler, who say pass it through the mail.
Yeah.
He has master's degree in finance, master's degree in taxation, master's degree in economics, PhD in business management.
Yeah, he's KNUST trained. Or you KNUST trained.
KNUST na fi akwaji bi so aka ho.
Oxford.
Oba John Jinapa. Also no na me nim say or also an impressive profile.
Yeah.
But I read it and I saw say well in the area of energy. Dominic Ayene, the least said about him, the better, because he's an astute academician. And then back when say lawyers in pay title Dr. Yusuf. Because I say engineers, no. I'm not engineer now saying anymore. There are so many doctors in law, Yusuf, but he is a doctor of law or PhD in law, or lecture law or university. Why deputy attorney general paying. We no me nipa he is a jumano ombetimi aye but agorone form inti efensia my message say kakra memra na ye me to aso since good evening. Okay, since good evening, Mr. Host. My name is Frank from Achim Kede. Please tell Mr. Mahama and his team to stop that hulabaloo and reset Ghana and the energy sector. You asked for presidency and you won, so what else do you want again? Former president told us that we have a lot of money and Ghana is not broke. No. Okay. I say good evening, Uncle Kofi Appiah. I would like to know when the new administration will pay the academic fees for first-year tertiary students. Universities across the country have begun the new academic year, and they cannot remain silent. Kindly force Dr. Christopher to address this concern. Thank you. Good evening, Wofa Kofi. I'm a fine electrical, Sparkos Electrical Estate, Kumasi. I've witnessed many presidential inaugurations, but I must say The current one is the best so far, from the security to the arrangement of the diplomatic personalities and the costume of the president, which represent a real made in Ghana attire, coupled with the traditional symbolism. And I'm looking forward to a prosperous Ghana because we are all one people with a common goal. Teacher Kofi from Konongo, good evening to you and your esteemed panelists. Our democracy has gotten to a point where we need to intensify our civic education on the responsibility of Ghanaian citizens. I see no reason why a responsible Ghanaian will not go to exercises or a franchise. What about no here? Massa, because I lie. What the politicians won't try away. Hello, Happy New Year, my brother. What NDC did in the 8th Parliament, I believe that when you see what they are doing now, you can sense that they planned so many bad things in this election. But God turned it and he gave the presidency and the parliamentary and the speaker to them. You must pray for Muhammad. Otherwise, I say, good evening, Mr. Host. Mama should not do any hypocritical appointment. Reparation recover all loot oral should start from Dr. Opuni and Minister Su took double salary and claim all those money. Mama can never make any significant changes concerning his style of governance. Mama should forget about Thanksgiving service. It's needless, useless, because Ghana don't have money. People are in hardship. You are thinking of ways squandering Ghana's money through all useless things. Mama should forget about useless and hypocritical parochial interests. If they refuse to recover double salaries, I will forward to Supreme Court. Hey, Nana Fin Kaswa. And also the buyer, no. Good evening, Mr. Host and Honorable Elvis Oseme Sadapa, MP for Afano Southwest Constituency. NDC will have a big problem under this appointment. Getting to Sir John, incoming NPP organizer for Afano Southwest Constituency. Okay, and also the area of the buyer, I don't know. This appointment, that are no dead match government, nothing new. STEM education and other new courses implemented by the old government are going to be abolished because NDC is a manual government from down so in Zima is okay. So I say good evening, sir. Please, is Mr. Shea trying to say that once someone speaks vehemently for his party, that person automatically must be given an appointment? I'm sorry to depart from his assertion. Habib Inteshimai. Kweku Baku intercepted documents and it wasn't worrisome. So why now? Journalism thrives on quality information regardless. And also they buy it and no. Says, okay, I heard President Mahama in his first speech complaining about COVID-19 and its effects globally. Honorable John Jinapo also complained about likely doom. So they shouldn't even start it. If you fail to live out on your promises, thinking that it will allow you to complain, no way. The clock is ticking. 118 days more for the first set of promises. We are watching closely. Master Planner from King Tampo, Master Planner Junior, the buyer, and so I don't know. Mr. Host, danger is looming. In your news at 6 a.m., you said America to be soon led by Donald Trump wants to overtake Greenland, Canada. Ghana has invited Burkina Faso to presidential inauguration. Asemeba Debi Abraham from Agona. Ghanaians are very serious. You don't want any excuses. E-levy betting tax must be scrapped as soon as possible. Baba Mama from Obwase. And I wait, Dr. Sheikh Brobin, the communication director, saw Tia. Was me tea crucial cleaner. All right, keep your comments coming on 0551 599 0551 599 The Punch. In our Kessben television, so your DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel 12, and multi decode, and also Facebook Live. With me, I think. After matters arising, you know, Suko. Yeah, Oman Mama say there will be no doom so. But before I go there, my member we in Chem say, Mampeni Mahama, so he no portrait here that TV no sonoa. Was a canino, yet the more be contract. So when ye Mampeni phony, na government office be I ever been Coseho. Was in phony. This is assembly, one when you ministries, department, yes, Ubia Quena dear, over contract mo bia se enye na ni distribute mremo Ghana niska. Take this picture and do it, frame it nicely and put it in your office. Moa monye mo ade yemfa ma contract so bia meje na wo ya akronkoi. Ne mom mampani ka asasem we no. Ena asabe to dwase nyame ya watch na National Thanksgiving Service. Kremofo nyina nkwasi da so no National Thanksgiving Service Christopher nyina UPSC. Say the obi the message buy no. O say we so eno so yes ka say yekobo ho ka ana so we de enye ka kesi bia nyame ne de ho hye ne nsa eno nti yetisim ne de nyame ase a fo so bia ni ho yemra na me sha se fi doctor so doc amampani say there will be no energy crisis situation about beto de o ma be hunu say fuel I was think wo na West Africa pipeline no e ba be shutting down 20th January I see we enough crude yeah between their power thermal plants no na what committee o mu yenhwimu among the reports happen to here a bit postpone shutting down the Wapo pipeline for about 2 weeks. Now so Ghana for but say doom so emma education also said all kind of academic fees to be a better review education comprehensively. What a chance the so about free SHS and so say do any about be our ba but the no who say Juma no apemo and I say you are capable of doing it.
Empemi ade ba ko president Mahama eba yi no aba no kese pa ye ohenhan a Ghana for ho ahenhan won ability of the Ghanaian people to really be able to communicate their feelings Ghana no na kamia kwaye say we de me enka enchia no ase ye wo hini bia wo kasa sesi asem beto because me fa shots wona me fa me bra energy mu na da ben na fe de teacher from school for headmaster penyin for afi de omutimi e kasa se na aduane ni ho da ben oh no problem ni wo ho ka da me ba me ka kire mo se school no ye nyina free secondary school no ye ni je ho ye policy papa na emom no moma ye nka ohawe ewo ma aduane a entimi nkwa a ye ma no kokko sakora ne ade a omudie baby ye duru no enye complain se de mampanyi Mahama aka no nanso ebeye ya say conference of heads of certain schools munim say problems we wo ho okweka se sia ye betona to kwankwa na it onka eno na adidi mu a da no mete say a PRO for the education ministry and they say omutu ye bi e ye ka mo di omo all the way back to 2022 yes e be 2022 2023 school for no headmaster for be free niam omuntu aye enti wo de me ka bebre na so obetua bia e de na aka se o da no ye release sika na krama mo se sika no omu de akotua e ka omu so ye dey e de de ti da no omu se he oba tan oba pesika ma no na aduane ni ho ba mampanyi Mahama say oba so solve problems e na kurase mampanyi akufo do problems na wagya se de na Ghana fo nim se na wo ho no se e buru so abu nkam ye nkonso nenso Odiama no de obeye enti eye secondary school free senior high school aduane ho a akwa atwe as say headmaster mpanyimfo ne ka kire awofo se o ba pes aduane ma no da be na e ba ba mu 2 days e ba mu 2 days ba tan ya wutie ye em obi na ada se mpanyim Mahama na ama aduane ni ho fiti e ba mu 2 days 7th ne swear in and na 9th 2 days into me sure say bia ne finance minister kra wa sign check because afi kra ne yabo ne din ye kwa dey ye ko vetting of parliament ti just 2 days and ti bi say sa bosomi mu na na ye transition team no mu no na o mo fa ni pa adwuma ye ka o mo ma appointment ni ade bebrebe a ne ye ka say ade a mo ye nye no so ye ne egusu wa ba mu na egusu wa ba mu de ade na ne ye mana won daache ebetimi aboa ye no o modua ne sem no wan hwe na wan procure aduane no mate excuse ba ko say suppliers ne say aduane no o musuro say ye say be decentralizing ti no na we supplier of aduane na say we nim say wa supply na nkrata sem ho so wa supplier ebede na aban ne be ka se mintua obetua o sika ma na eba energy sem no a dum so san mebio the entian san mebio so panyi Mahama we experience na ade ya ne se onse menua senior ekasa no oka asem bi se no kwaredie wo amanyo sem mu aban ya twam na ade ba ko ode abɔ Ghana from pa ne ya tro ɛwɔ amanyo semu wan kan okra ni nokra nkyerɛ Ghana fo ebra ndc wa be ma ye free 2016 no ɔman no sector energy sector na car ne ye de no na ɛyɛ 2.5 billion dollars energy sector no asema make no reference another source no ɛyɛ ASEP and now me ne wo ka say no ɔman no energy sector car ye de no as at the 12th noon of 6 January 2025 no na mampanye akufo ado te se no 12.4 billion plus dollars. IPP for also independent power producers also to omoka when you ka toll debt kan just debt power producers be bre ka wadi o man also to ya okay was so kani ho na wo ye no katasumu mu aso kata ene na shut down the energy sector no a shutting it down. And a be also kwa na was enka web maintenance bi o cost in October. E didn't make say abanye twa mu mampanye akufo ado ne oru aba me aban ne ya abanya na won ni no krema Ghana fo. Me kan say mu ya na me ya because memo de say mpo aho kire wo adi no krema Ghana fo. Na was yes maintenance in October no munim so me maintenance na. There will be a total shutdown of the power plant. So you know what they did? Omo plead with the expert and technical people is mum ye nye ena sa mum ye nye sa maintenance no also mo de letter bi aba menim so nya sa letter ni bi mo explain say energy ministry no na a plead say yen postpone October to 20 during the transition team no Oro John Poka say omoni president Akufo-Addo share no o assure mo say obo procure crude ye de be nane ye fango na ye enyinam sem no ayde etimi ejina so enti with the assurance ne mampanyi mahama was na ye enpo na ye national security meeting no ana mampanyi Akufo-Addo ne mahama nyina trim o assure mo the question is say den the crude ye nim say was a wutimi e procure na e beba beduru be na otwe mienu anasa na otwe miensa so no yam procure sa crude no mampanya Akufo-Addo no ro ba me am procure sa crude na omo tete ya twen ye ema e beduru be bia ye duri ba ni nyina echi no medical catch say Ghana fo anto aba ma NDC say ye mra me ye blame game but e wo say ye ma Ghana fo hunu abro media me sa na me kan say ya abro e deliberate the course ni boapayo a course send ye be ya in the first week no need 2 weeks no yen ka say yan ka say Muhammad do so beba enti we ha opa ko MPP for communicators as far back the 4th aboa papon ne Facebook any mrantier communicators be brede but so say there is imminent doom so ni mampan Muhammad cry yen so in omunim de no ma plane ayenti say doom so ba be si say na be ya campaign narrative no mo kan ye no e betimi ayede abem so ya nka so oba doom so e be sen aba but within the space of just 24 to 48 hours no mampanyi Muhammad constitute team no constitute ye no so no nyame adom omo de ne ma agu akwa mu a me ne wo ka say no omo timi ayen hyehyɛ ya eye the required crude na was heading ye de ebo ye nyina nkane no ho ban no yetimi anya bia na ye ne eye wapko no so aka say maintenance no ba bia wo sen kai kono so no o ma a few weeks enkwa ni mu kakra bi se na ebe ya o man na nyina kane asem no eno so no ebetimi agina banane
me da say check
oyine me da say se yen komo no still minua okasa te se obi owo opposition
so we can say
and say wow you won't mean tune yourself won't mean fa home free opposition emfa ma government
your power in 2 days
don't worry
it's where the abroad
how na yentwa so okay na me check energy sector debt credible sources graphic online normally report on us offense 2.5 billion into the total debt no a was sector no so wo o sha the TN say the entire energy sector no offer you're running on credit. Who we are say country a obekoso o din komo efa na nyina mu enkanea anas nyama hoden ensem ho unhunu ka ebi ni ho. As a matter of fact, esese odayase na me that is why I na me pese ye winning 2024 abano. If you say edimboni a yaje wo debt restructuring, and in particular energy sector debt, some no go beto yan kami hu ndi obeka. Oh yes, it's true. When we say a debt restructuring, the final part, energy sector debt. Not less than $6.6 billion is off because of energy sector debt restructuring. And I'm confident what I'm talking about. If it's at least, I was part of the meeting at African Regent Hotel. But what you say? Na akatu am say a car power any asogli. Nansen year before see be asogli any government every womutie. And another energy sector debt savings of over $6 billion. It's about $7 billion. Off. We've taken tough, difficult decisions. Number three. And mama, obedi hum faso. And don't go there. Look, me see my restraining myself from attack. And keep me that way. Because time I beba. Who caused him? John Mahama caused him. That's why I said I don't want to go there. The biggest opportunity I nyaye, on a pencil. Say ye bemba ye energy mix no. Yako baby to say what friend is saying solar. No, I been with President Mills. 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012 Obey acting president. Then 2013, 14, 15, 16, and so on. And he said, "Your papa could for handy over Emma Ubiano. We ye energy assessment na. Na say who say, I'm ready anymore. And why you know, and Kania wants no. And yadia, obey me edi one grow. I could for to buy and why ye power purchase agreement over 44 power purchase agreements. World Bank Akachra will say, hey, baby, I will come here. Ahinkra Committee, go and read Ahinkra Committee's report. And of caution, the then finance minister said, hey, Seth, be careful. Said here, Mwasia saying, power purchase agreements, sabim previasa, basabasano. Eba bedroom pempensobia the way a sector no ebe minimum no someone pay ya untimi insiano. And set up a Hinkra committee to go into it. A Hinkra committee eko no si asamaba. One more recommendations no e can be na do dankwa Akufo-Addo be follow here. Yanunti dia a contractor na one anymore na enko durachi no the protocol some one friend of memorandum of understanding no ye ne ye tuning na guye afei ye ko negotiate energy sector power purchase agreements when na negotiate na e ma ka no ba form. And finally ebi wo ho a ye twam ne ye a ye twamu and sana ebi wo wan so a ye twamu a judgment debt achi yen. And so doc, let us be very serious about this discussion. President Mahama Nesenko di ko solar.
Check me to
yes.
Let us say energy crisis no.
Yes.
Energy mix about we ko fa so many power plants near the buyer take or pay near the bay mono and they accumulate his debts no mine.
Just say, what do you know? Even your electricity bill, you try and you feel, and you can't keep your side.
But I'm also stressed.
But what you say?
Also,
me coming to home now. Who can send the who cost some?
Shake, I'm also stressed.
Who can send the who cost some? Yes, the man before. I'm not ready for this. I may person may restore me save me.
Yeah, you can save the energy.
Me argument energy for you. A bra mode mo budget ahead okay. Somewhere in April. That is where the conversation is, will go on. But many what here now ko busa question. Now who cause some? Why the cover by what you call wrong territory?
Because we brought excellent.
Maybe. That is another bizarre.
We
point.
Brought excellent.
You see, listen. What cover betum? Energy sector levy. Poto Kessben. Ewo disbursement formula. Ekwanya ye faso a ye chim. Yeche. 68% energy and power generation and infrastructure support account. A whooping 68%. Only 32% and you go for liability management. Now, what do you also be doing community here? Excuse me for my words. What is the common sense in it? Say, me boka biato, me minimum me boka biato, name me happy baby, I mean yes, media piakan.
And yet you extended it.
Please. The energy sector levy was not sufficient policy to address our energy sector.
Shake even say almost so accuse me say
yeah.
More time no more twen ya ma said the nanka say ye bia no ye energy mix no ye expanded capacity no ye try dada no mo ma time e beto dum so no no na here all this large pool. And sana
it's not
why we got
it's not correct.
Okay.
My catcher will say you buy no cry no na. You see, take or pay now me say the next year. On that it hono. E dru bro nya bre ne papa no total na my. Eso kwame wonyi ntantem.
Me atoni abobo ano.
Engineer ne ato.
But the
nyabetre.
It's on record.
Nyabetre. What's it?
The MBB also they take or pay.
Oh, I have not said so. I've not said so. Me can't say ebiama. That's not the argument. But who power purchase agreement now? The net yen say. Yen kwada brim ye total de ama. Yes, we kwame wonyini tentem. Enti yen to de ebno ho beye pesa amre. Ti ye to de wo benyini ababeto. Na said ye ubesi amana ye bola said ye si canon no asifa no e kwasam ne ye ka hwe say ye wo 30 3,800 megawatts ye no ye our friend is a peak
capacity
consumption.
Install capacity more than that.
Between 3,600 to 3,800. Yeninti said na ubenya excess capacity. And ke bikura ubetimi the best 200. And I said 300.
But the expert
how could we have
I have also listened to the experts. I'm not talking out of what the experts say. What you say? Me say said ye no si buy no. No afibia ube grow into atade na ede ashaw no and that is the course but aban way so edi bika ho what you say as a matter of fact e bi wo ho agreement ni bi wo kra yen em ye besensan ye be bia na mo no wo mo aduro no na nya de a utwam ayede so what you say and where you call energy or friend is saying one more website is there but what you say and the American say, my major concern is about the choice, the options, the thermal option. Until I do call 2009, I will take you over now. If you say, necessary, Moody solar, and I have to be very clear with you, say, say no ye wo the free nsuo mu eba na ye the tete ye kasa kosombo no but the hydro no your pon e wo bui eka ho. It gives us roughly about 1,500 megawatts. Now, say ultimate my solar before Adodankwa Akufo-Addo for it, because Adodankwa Akufo-Addo there. Na say no, you need to manage. Ese say ukra baby a mo de tema no ebebeto ye no. Ese ukra. You couldn't have come na you know emrani eni ho ete say the President Mahama ni yura nyabotre President Mahama any president of friend is saying Mills you have the scope, you have now was emrano to do that. Where the momo di kind edi woman no akwakwo hye tema no enye nansan ya ane ni Amerifo wie ya ye de plant no ebe Kumasi.
Mary na mu demonize ni.
Nyabotre. Those are different. No, those are different issues. But what you say? Enti afa no on say Mary no ye no ma kwame na kwakosi. Enti ache wo di adwenfo fa dwenfo frafa ho a wutumi ye den. E fa ma ne yeye. Enti mumu de ne de na mo adi kan akyekire Adodankwa Akufo-Addo nsa against the tema. What I'm saying is that who cause you miss the greatest opportunity. No, but Iba, let me land. Iba, you miss the greatest opportunity. So sad time no. Nanka modi kowura solar na e no abeka part of your energy mix.
Akufo-Addo didn't have the time for solar.
Me say ono ne pencil. Mo the tema na ba manabuso. Dia wo ye ka ho asemi gas uhia gas to power uhia gas no free wa
you could have done the solar
uhia light crude and all of that. So the American say when you ask me a question who cause me say NDC2 cause.
Okay, what I say?
What you say? Maminka, because because oh yeah, a lot of a lot, and then there was also education part.
The major issue has to do with say. Did the MPP government now outgo? No? Did they procure the necessary gas and the necessary requirement? A bit my light in the Genas one. Did they do it? And the answer is no.
You see, because
only question is
you see,
I don't know this answer.
Me
requirement, you know, Mampenye Akufo-Addo walk out with him say, and what's why yes, I oh yeah, na Debbie, the toss you. Ebra na was a web maintenance near the idea na was ye no. I will be any says October 2024. Na was ye no. A dear party in the Ministry of Energy yes so Debbie Monchin Commanding Encore 2025. Bra munim say idea no so no. A bra was ye maintenance and I'm see a cotwa benti. Says yes idea na. Eba koko agotia by because doom so ebeba. And tina ya idea womunim say problem no wo. And the issue of energy mix and solar. And this in Yemfia Motre, Mampenny, and this one, and I send this to 2009 to 2016. Enfia Motre, MPP in Subenya and Fia Motre, it is another person energy mix. Now this solar bar, the NSC won't quite. Openika say, and a purchasing agreement near the Musumba number sign the same Adia number sign. America number extended contract, no. Adia number see, no. Amo, Ura, Miami senior doctor, the Coradonco. Yet demonizing, no. Ewo krom ha ewo Mary ho ba enye no mko fa Mr Addison committee no call UAE no call hwemu ni ade a e kire kra no yesan extending no so eyade bi a mimigidi ye say MPP in particular problem we ya anka omo be create dum so no dia be show rama mahama kon sane be ya obi ya be gas oh yanka me last submission is say energy sector recovery levy, no. The whole structure of it was that by 2023, no, Nenka, we would have had what we call the energy sector. Sikasima Obia would have balanced. That was the structure. And I'm buying this. I'm going to buy it. One vent to ya a canana and that one. No, I'm standing in Umpo.
All right.
There's a something.
Kofi. Also, Kasa.
Sheikh Mama Jori Ashamintino.
Oh, no, if it's all.
Wait.
I'm allowing.
Wait. You see, and come on, idea. So, we interject here. Now, Ubusa Kusan.
Shake flow.
It will lead you to something else. Okay? 2024 November. Adodanko Akufo-Addo, through the finance minister, so or the budget echo parliament. Whoa. Through mu speaker Bagbeng, instruction from Momo party. Say Mumbai Court of Parliament. Finance minister on the second Mebwa. And as a third, Ansana. Akongumasika yedi ye near 2025 nyetna ko jatum. And you are putting the blame on MPP? You are putting the blame on MPP. Number two, and they say, you were transition period of 1 month. And luckily, you are run off. And the enkomo bang and a transitional period. No, but so many a China are buying fufrono eba ama dadana ako womumi enu akabomu na enhyehyeye a ekoso and na committees na omseti no apart from finance no na another woman no mo na enyinam ahoden ensoso enkofo no ewo sa transitional team no bi enkobo be ne koso enhyehyeye be ne koso. Is it a sign of some incompetence na yetani mu omo no fa honana? I think say enkomo no yedia yentu yebo ase na yenini ye, but enkomo kra yedie ehu be na womu ehu be pa na womu thermal plant no yede gas and the power oton yede gas the power fuel no ohon for emergency just gas no ho no atchima bi na se ntumi ankwa sese yebo modern na yetimi de sa what friend is saying, or light crude or whatever, you know, you didn't cocoa gum yet the power.
But and the tier no crude now so the maintenance of the West Africa gas pipeline. They said about October. Yeah, almost 20th January air base.
Say a free October eba January na ye bonia. Say yes, I was now watching me no saka hon. You don't say eboniana. You can accuse somebody of something and then also do the same. What you say? Logic na emfa. The tiene say gas no ama emre omo bedie no yen independent power producers ne bi wo hwa chance ye yusu ye de yemfa ne say fuel no ena yedi agum. So what you say? Yedi agum ni yetimi di enya power no. But a crime ben so ena ebefa so a ene mre tenten ben na ebefa amietimi enya bie se budget na mantem kra me entimi anya nhye enya sika na se transition period no. So mo entimi momodi anwegwene ho kra na abedru sa mpempenso we ya. Emre ben na say take or minus ye benya die. See I no ka say mate say omanya about base over $100 million you know you know be free Nigeria you know for Ghana for this purpose. It's a very simple process. Now you need to say you best stand better say na yes say emre nyina you know it is a brief one.
You know I mean call a doc on him time Sheikh education no
education no
I go to doc
DTNA ye wo schools are yesisie the protocol say infrastructure any ye labs are yesisie eye me gitum say eye de papa ba me san so gitum say enkwada na didie headmasters fuel a omo be use ɛyɛ nkwadaa no wɔn kɔ baabi wɔn ankasa nso vehicles and all of that ɛnso so ɛho hia sɛbi mprɛduasa and me nkasa te sɛ obi ɔyɛ abɔnten ni at least me a board chairman for senior high schools me nsa ɛwɔ Ashanti region ha ti me nim deɛ meka yɛn nso ho hia sɛbi o mprɛduasa nkwadaa no korɔ no ɔmo abɛgu hɔ no ɛkɔduro sɛ wɔn agya nan koraa no baabi a ɛkɔgu a yɛsisi yɛbɛtwe ɛkɔ ɔfa nkɔmɔ yɛ a meka nyinaa yɛ sikasɛm enti me ne me headmasters ɛne accountant ɛne matrons me nim deɛ ɛyɛ involve pakyɛ wate ase afutuo a mede manie na saa afutuo wei sɛ mede ato baabi a ɛhɔ nso so ɛhɔ hye paa afutuo no ne sɛ yɛbɛsi adan no deɛ pɔtɔ kasa ma yɛ infrastructure no yɛbɛbuild labs yɛbɛyɛ saa nneɛma no nyinaa but weinom nyinaa akyi no ɛsɛ sɛ yɛtumi ɛsiesie yɛn ho sɛ deɛ me headmasters ɛne me accountants ɛne me matrons wɔn nso so wɔn ho bɛyɛ dɛn ɛbɛhenha wɔn ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛsɛ sɛ yɛ balance ne mmienu ansa na education no ɛtumi agyina ne nan so yie ɛde ama yɛn but the issue about sese yɛ baabi a yɛgyina yɛ metie nkɔmmɔ a wode ɛbɛka ho a adeɛ bi wɔ hɔ a yɛ a na ɛnyɛ hawo na mmerɛ bi ɛso a ɛtumi ma no yɛ hawo mmerɛ aso no ɛyɛ deɛ pɔtɔ kasa mi yɛfrɛ no transition sɛ nipa adeɛ si nipa nhunu sɛ adeɛ no ɛbɛkɔ bonkum anaasɛ ɛbɛkɔ nifa yɛwura John Mahama ɛbɔ ntoa no wɔkɔ ka kyerɛ me headmaster for sɛ wɔno ɔba a ɛkwan a yɛfa so a yɛde ɛma nkwadaa no aduano di no ɔde nsakra yɛbɛbɛm. This is a very strong statement from the president-elect. Say
the president.
Yeah, sorry. Now the president. So it was a very strong statement. We san 73 more. Now the din komo ya ye die ya. Now one when ni papa anhwa asem no. What you say? Afi was it me mamwa kasa mo akodwam na mo amakoto nnuano na mo de abe fidi nkwada no. Me bre mu sika na mo de ayesa ade. Wonu kra de o kan dis you say o be man nkwada na hwe mponche eni dwanam. Oh, it's plenty. Oh, it's there. Video ning na ho. Me nka bibi nto no so anya no kra. Oso man nkwada na hwe mponche nam ni dwanam nyina. Na awofo nhwe se ono ne penso nkwala no free school no mo ba fi o mo se nkwala na ye kama.
Ishak Chebrobi.
So nim se me intro. I mean me mfa nya hwe. What you say? Videos no say drum maybe neck here babe say yes pay videos ni nyina ba.
Dem kan election time.
Dey okay dey campaign no kind. Yes. And you him say afei yakoto aba no wa winning. Headmaster be bet me atoa mamu because of that. I'm telling you. Me was say tell me dey make.
So I will say a good policy.
Oh, come on meeting. They come on meeting. Me say yemfa ye ni hwe ni mienu infrastructure. A capital expenditure, but me headmasters, me headmistresses, any accountants, any what friend is me matrons, me nim how a true pempenso be necessary sikana a mantemwa omukum. But what you say now? Say na buffer stock and na edinuya no yede eba president of the Republic, and so wo ba be sakremu afedi sika na eba moamo e di se me di jana me di niam akogo buffer stocker of am de bako na me de kwa e ho akatua no e be kosen sanko mo we nyina e betimi akreti saa de ye kan okay afei o mo aka se e ba sikatua o mo atua bi October. This month is so much heavy. Meaning I say arrears. Let me tell you this. Senya san komo we ya President Mahama akato hona. Anka the moment Arias no woman sa so mu na. Anka foforo beba.
Arias 2022 Arias.
Me system bia e running. System bia e running bia no. Me kokoje. Ebi ha me ntuaka. Na me di abrɛw. Wo ti ase. Utuaka makotuaka mateme mfa so.
Na kwaje foforo.
Na maje foforo. On said in communist no. And inti eno keno de enkanya how me catch no say e how na wo pass say ya no e transition na fe de this can kwakoma headmasters e this adwuma no no. Any buffer stock for no e betimi criticize situation ya ye kan.
Oro chebo ka say no was
what the kind of education common
metron for any ade nyina anim say decentralization of educational management ya ade o mani je ho. Any ohwe abenedia headmaster for o kan ya o ko kan ho asema ye be pamo and the president Kufuor
ye pamo bia
eno na
ye pamo bia
Mampanyi Mahama say aduane no ye de ba na mo amakoto so ho enti
sika nko
the question is say sika ne ko ya Mampanyi Mahama wadi president 2 days
enti me say
president 2 days
blame issue no on the transition
headmasters no complain enye ne o omo complain in November, complaining October, complaining December. And the question they say, Sabrini in an amoye day. Opening every day, assembly be warm, EFA energy, now also mu procure no. We need EBO budget fiscal year na pemda bay 31st December 2024.
Okay.
And whatever financial arrangement and financial plan biana sikasem biana na here for 2024 no our 2024 budget na already approved in 2023 no sir appropriation in lieu of 3 months no to cater for January of 2025 first quarter. And the question is say crude no transition team they shall say that. Yes,
how long does it take to procure?
3 weeks.
How long does it take to procure?
And you know, yes, transition team now said that after the election. The question is from 9 for no, transition team now. After 9 for now, Jane and declare.
Transition team started Wednesday. That's about 11th or thereabout.
What do you have for 11th? The question is, say 11th no budget be no mo the year juma. And 2024 budget. And you know, say a parliament boycott a budget, you also want boycott budget you. The over 2024, it's already approved for you to spend. You don't need a new budget in advance of appropriation for 2025 to spend on that. And the procurement, you should have made the procurement contingent on the 2024 budget. It's a very simple matter as that. You make provision for that because school for now originally no latter part of 2024 which is somewhere 27th or so and I'm say various payments near the identity no schools but even that may as it may no the question they say first budget now, year no, for 2025 first quarter no. The finance minister, I think was it second or third, right? The second or third.
Yeah.
You would have done it in November. Say in November.
Majority, minority.
It would have been done in November. But the question is who caused some? Because Mamina knows why MPP ni no maybe it's one when you know. O mulusu ya anche no mo pamle sa fe no MPP.
Cynthia Morrison.
And where are their principles? The same issue no mo de eno kwatwen da are ema ekwaye enu ntino parliament kwaye you know sa da are training ade ade no. Ah mo so no ye wo ye NDC or MPP ni e wo parliament no. O mulusu ya no mo pamle sa fe no MPP. Where is the principle?
He found a doctor. He found a doctor.
No, but they back to substantive issues now. I was saying, and nothing about budget. You got to go budget.
Over coffee.
And the master say, so what you have to say, credit and you nationwide. So what you have to say, credit and no. He has the headmaster for. Now, wow, so you're board chairman of I think 2 or 3 schools. We need problem. Okay, what the headmaster confide in him. Mr. Che, what by the Muye dear? Can want some what was oh, assembly as soon in Timinka.
Oh, Massa Jawasam.
Maybe I'll catch it home. Where are you came? Yamia do my brother and ask what now call Yabon to the headmaster of friend. Hey, Mr. Chen and I mean, who didn't come out square, yet dear and some MB, and I radio so would deny, TV so would deny. And the headmaster, the metro baby son. I have to see for my married diabo. Yes, see for metro.
Right, but I say, shake me so for the last round. Now I'm here with for says or message the Banaman Kaya. Yana Hadrian Pa. We believe in John Mahama, not NDC. We are some more the Bible for the Anka anyway. Mr. Host, please tell John Mahama that Ghanaians are not jokers. We are serious people, so he should be serious. This is coming from Emmanuel. Hi, I am Prince from Takwa. I believe the oral shouldn't be taken for granted. The lack of funding should be solved with the money obtained from oral. Mahama is certain. Oral, he say, Attorney General started no more by you. Now, Attorney General designate have been mentioned. Let us see what happens to oral. Every responsible parent will never allow his or her ward to go to school freely without providing those basic necessities. Charles should stop this. Dear from Tepa. I'm a boy from ABN. Just are hypocrites. They are bent on collecting fees just to enrich themselves, as they were doing before the inception of free SHS. To enrich themselves is a very strong word. Hi, Wofa Kofi Appiah. We thank God that John Mahama chose the three wise men to lead the vital positions. From William Ofori. Okay. Please, did Nana Akufo-Addo sign the anti-LGBTQ bill before leaving office? Okay, he didn't sign. Anyway, of our parents should start preparing to pay for their war school fees. Ghanaians will expect doom so soon. I'm not prophesying doom for the country, but the reality shall dawn on us soon. Ula from Agwana. Good evening, Mr. Host. My name is Muhammad Shamsuddin, watching the show live from Mankranso. We, the National Service Personnel, voted NDC because our allowance for October up to date is yet to be paid. We haven't heard any good news concerning National Service. So, Chairman, throw more light on the National Service allowance. No excuse, fix it. Now, part of Ashanti region now is in Dum, not even Dum. So, President Mahama warned us not to vote for him and NDC, or else Ghana will be sold. And this is the beginning. We live to see. Danso from Nzema. Please, the NDC man is crying in his heart, very serious. Please tell him to remember that his speaker did within 3 months before the election takes off. I believe they are going to face the consequences for their bad behavior from the 8th Parliament. God forbid they will reap what they are sowing. Galatians chapter 6, verse 6 to 7. Good evening, Mr. Host. From Sir John, MPP, Hafano Southwest Constituency. NDC promised Reset Ghana in Ashanti Regional National Service Office lock, Regional Health Insurance Service Office lock, Regional School Placement Office lock, Regional School Feeding Office lock, Regional Tibet Office locked. Oh God, have mercy on Ghana. We are still blaming themselves. Okay, oh God, have mercy on Ghana. They are still blaming themselves. From Prince Manso. Hello, good evening, Mr. Host. Truth be told, the Nadu and Bamia government are very wicked. Were they going to, were doing this to Ghanaians or to President John Mahama? Please, you, the media, should tell the truth. If the energy and charge problem was deliberately planned by MPP government, I am David Anai from BBNI. It's very difficult to tell an elderly person that he's lying, so I won't say Mr. Che is lying. But what can we? On what Mahama said of free SHS speeding, Hamid from Techima.
So, Obama Mari, I would never lie. Please. No, we'll get the video.
Okay.
Some media minimum yet, you know. Cousin say one share me subsequently. Made the video, November.
Okay.
Fagida
from Boma. I am one of the millions of concerns and upset about the lies and propaganda Thankfully, Ghanaians are becoming increasingly discerning and logical, choosing to judge issues for themselves rather than relying on biased information. Ghana first, not any political.
It is a cocoa price now, must be 6,500.
I have just 4 minutes to go.
Okay.
This is the punch on Kessben television. So, my main 2 minutes, Emma.
Okay.
Now, Wofa representative, you will break. You have a lot to talk about. Check.
Nico, I'm in person heat. I mean, me, Tiasa, already
heat.
Only here 3 months. Only here 3 months.
And almost settled.
Only here 3 months to settle. So, on one, I requested for animal. Maybe come probably. The free summary, could say match be ending.
We're going to deliver.
Mean, co attack me. Unless they will be invited me. Mean, co what you say. Here's our time on animal.
So, shake in 2 minutes.
School as seminal. Say ye dear Yentia say. And yet school be you over 900 senior high schools. Say I'm in Oka say. It's 900 plus. Google, I'll give you the right figure. But it's over 900. And you school be an him. As I see a tiase. Now I will for almost sharing Akuma Anya Day and two. But what you say? Did he kind of know? They toss me, and they say, school phone Kasa in ye empty say Islamic Senior High School any a more Premper College a more ye
You to me the more command.
we did wait to me with the come far ways and no be on no waji a bro and now say one of them say Sahani man so
Like barter system of trade.
a coso enti say ye bedin komo no ha ni aha ye nia na wofo bi owofia na nakoma ye den atu entesa but what you say and wo so eni bi no so no wo mu nuanom betimi di bi ebre wo mu na ye enkomo na media no metiso biem se de yewura John Mahama pese wo de nhyehyeye no eto bia no omrantem
Okay.
Omrantem na me sure say otie platform we mo mpanimfo nso so ndis fo mpanimfo so etie pa eniema yewura John Mahama odi beja na manyoko mfie nan na wakwa neso person na manyoko timi gina ne naso a eni kwan se odi ho agro eye ofeni say yes kusam ifri say wo beto ado danko akufu ado ho beto no ho enso so o me frɛ no akunafu agya what I say akukoduro ene aniedin a wodi ye free senior high school no Islamic Senior High School again is almost 7,000 students. The biggest school in terms of population in the whole of West Africa.
Wow.
Yeah, my colleague is a side master, so I know a friend of
One said in community no. Yen mo kase mo becha double track, make us some moon to mo boise. One also be call for national dialogue on education. And somebody be wa muntie na entamano sa wuti so near unya womu wo sector kamu asema chewa tie.
Okay.
Every say utwa mu mienu sana 3,500 3,500 we are able to manage it.
Okay, me that say.
So say 9,000 wo so wakwa kwam. No double track.
We will show the way.
And kwadani nyina mamegu ho me kan na sa wuntumi.
Okay, me that say. Me that say.
Dear enyumre ye kache Ghana man nyina ne asanteman nyina ne say. Ora John Dramani Mahama be men sinsu man sa no ham. Wabe man panyini bi da. Enti obehwa yeso ene in 2 days. In fact, ade chen ya na MMDCs cars mo be di mu de awie mo kwatena fi. Coordinating directors mun take over na mo hwechiri. Me no ka say MMDC processes are starting.
We are vet.
Omo a vet in Ashanti region dey be start be next week baby. Omo we interested.
Some timbi.
For now no dey nyanya.
What's up with application?
You got my whole region back on the team.
Me nyanya directive na so the obet no dey want.
Okay.
But if we and ochina
Even apply.
Mr. Ode Mami come on some.
Oh yeah, John
Dramani Mahama committed to say Reshemus from Ghana for Nyan Muno or Becoso e deliver medical case praying in Pesa Assembly local governance.
Appointments away the other than well.
Yenya 3 appointments for now. Ente Omo Makano so educational review conference and I say dialogue you know so no ene ninkasa yimo so oka ho asema ora Ishak you be invite when nyina maba.
No, I'll be glad to be there. Okay. I'll be glad to be there.
And ye pese Makana for who say enye excuses. We are not in for excuses. And this ya binary ready say we are hitting the ground running. Yeah, we will hit. A form no ya hit it eguso a eko.
Okay.
It ye hwe ni mu say mrepa di animu a 24-hour economy no ye de ba ye adwuma na mabunu a wo pa adwuma anya adwuma ye ba tan a wonya rehemu wora John Dramani Mahama no mu no ono nso ne chefa e wo Ghana mu no ne nsa beka abranti ba ka national service allowance me ye sure say on hwe ni mu say nhye ya ono enche wona won allowance ne free October ye ni nyina intu ya no ye sure say enche kura no betu ya na se be ya omo so e ho be hin ha ho na be fa kwanya ne ma defja kwa abre NDC amanyofo nyina party mani nyina ase
I was for you the punch to me no every or Kessben televisions. Then we did operation recover all loot. Or me release a 52-page document. Yeah, investigation my so far. Yeah, on behind over the Attorney General no. Ni na we will be so kakra bi ni akọ 25 billion banking sector cleanup in the kind luxurious presidential private jet travels and a toss me no 58 million national cathedral sinkhole. Etoso miensa payment of salary to cathedral board ewom 108 million ambulance scandal and also ewom 2.8 million Sputnik vaccine mokai and also ewom 21.3 million COVID expenditure ewom 130 million frontiers COVID testing scandal and also 222.7 million Bank of Ghana corporate office scandal. A womb 11.9 million payment for abandoned Pualugu Dam project. A womb 250 million single source resource access limited belonging to Baumia's brother. Okay, 85 million stadia renovation. And also, the maybe boss of Kakrebi Nama SML scam ne dia kahun yina wunti. Ebrepemono, mse details in yina be na enya bre. Na ye di ni nyina Hong Kong. Won't ye see an enumre what year Ishak Che Brobe or strategic communicator at the New Patriotic Party MPP or say a lecturer at Kumasi Technical University or ha or no a by Dr. Wofa Kofi Appiah or ye ND Saman Kujum Tenue Fija Kwabre South about society lecturer University so 2 academicians and party gurus. I'm the benumre na ye no more Eddie Dwayne. Kofi Appiah asabedi akon ona shege dwumade ma me nso betra adwamu ma lawyer ohene amankwa ejan bede de Kofi Appiah Settlson and afi technical crew nyina no bede wo nyina so nyame ya domo a ochra anapa no nsia besai atenka ebio yakramo.